Do you have questions about firefighters? What's on their trucks? Why do they wear that gear? And do they live at the fire station? Join me as we visit a firefighter and get some answers.
Why is the sky blue? Why does the cow moo? Why do I eat stew?
Why?
Why do the birds fly? Why do I love pie? Why do my shoes tie?
Why?
So many things to ask and learn. Something new at every turn. Why is the sky blue? Why does the cow moo? Why do I eat stew?
Why?
Why do the birds fly? Why do I love pie? Why do my shoes tie?
Why? Hello, everybody. They call me Why Guy because I ask a lot of questions. Today we've come to Station 67 to ask the crew what it's like to be a firefighter. Let's go get some answers.
Hey, you must be the Why Guy. My name's Virgil, I'm a firefighter here. Welcome to our firehouse. Where do you want to start?
Let's start with the fire trucks.
Good choice. Follow me. Well, inside here, there's all kinds of buttons and switches. They help turn on and run the fire engine. They also help turn on lights. And the guy who sits here, he's a driver, or in some places they call him the chauffeur. Other places they call him the engineer. And he's the one who's responsible to get the firefighters from the firehouse to the emergency. It's a very important job. A lot of responsibility, you know. He's got to be very careful when he drives, so that he gets us there safely.
Have you ever wanted to drive a fire engine? Well, buckle up and let's roll.
Come on, let's take a look around the rest of the fire engine.
What's this?
Well, this is what we call the pump panel. Now, behind here is a big machine. And what it does is it takes water from fire hydrant. You've seen fire hydrants, right? Takes water from the fire hydrant through a hose into here, and it goes into this big machine. And this machine then pushes it out to the hoses, which are up here. See those? And those are the hoses that we carry into a house or a building that's on fire to spray water and put out the fire. So all of these levers and dials are for the engineer, or the chauffeur stands here and operates this machine and makes sure that not too much water comes out of the hose, just the right amount to put out the fire. Okay?
All right, engineers, let's get the water flowing. Check the dials, pull the levers, and let's pump it up. these doors?
Well, inside these are where we carry all of our equipment. Should we have a look?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. This one's what we call the engineer compartment, and what that means is it carries a lot of things like nozzles and special wrenches to open up fire hydrants. That helps open up the fire hydrant and get water out of the fire hydrant. And lots of other tools. All of these compartments behind all of these doors are things that we use to help put out fires, or help us if there's a car wreck, or help us if people are sick or injured. Fire departments don't just put out fires, they also take care of people if they get hurt or sick. The people on fire engines and fire trucks are trained as emergency medical technicians, and are there to help if somebody's sick or hurt or injured. Okay? Should we have a look at some of these other compartments?
Yeah.
All right, let's open up a few. Well, these are our these are what we call breathing apparatus, and these are air tanks. Inside these are good air. And this is what firefighters wear on their backs and when they go into fires, so that they don't have to breathe that nasty smoke.
Oh, I see. The smoke is bad air, so they carry their own supply of clean air to breathe. Why do you have all that equipment?
Well, the reason we carry all that equipment is to protect us when we go into fires. So when a firefighter goes into a fire, it's smoky and it's really hot. So we have to wear special clothes that protect us. And these clothes are called turnouts, or in some places they call them bunker gear. And firefighter Robin here, he's got his pants on and special boots, and he's going to show us the rest of the equipment he wears. Like his hood, for example. That protects his ears and his neck and his head. And then he's going to put on his coat. And the coat's really heavy. There's lots of buckles and belts and zippers that he's got to put on. He buttons up his collar. Okay. Now, because it's so smoky in a fire, you can't breathe. The smoke is bad for you. It makes you really sick. So he's going to wear his air in a tank on his back and breathe air out of that tank. Okay? He's got to pull down the straps and buckle it on. Now, an important thing for you to remember is that in any fire, there's smoke, and the smoke's really bad. Now, you don't have a tank like this to wear in your back, so you breathe good air, right? But the air up high is bad and smoky. For you, the air down low, it's going to be better. So if you're ever in a fire, one of the most important things to remember is to get down low in smoke and breathe the good air.
If there's smoke above, get on the ground below to get out of danger. Crawl low and go. Time like the firefighters do. Double speed now. Crawl low and go.
So now firefighter Robin's going to put on his mask. Buckle that all up. Now he puts that hood over all of that so it protects any of his skin. And now he's going to put his helmet on. We wear helmets because in a fire there's a lot of stuff that can fall down on your head.
What's a flashlight for?
Right. He's got a flashlight up there because in a fire it's awfully smoky and you can't see. So the flashlight helps him see. Now that helmet's important. Just like for you when you ride your bike or you're on a skateboard or you're doing roller skating or something, you always want to remember to protect your head and wear a helmet, okay? Just like firefighters do. Now he's putting on his gloves and he turned on his air. That was those bells and those that you heard. That was telling him that the air's going. He's got a lot of flashlights. Now, hear that? That means he's breathing air. He's not breathing any of the air we are right now. Air's coming from this tank, going through this hose all the way up here and right in there. And he's breathing good air. If he goes into a fire, he doesn't have to breathe the smoke. Now he looks kind of goofy with all this stuff. He kind of looks like he's, I don't know what, he's like a spaceman or something. But underneath all of this gear, still that same guy, Firefighter Robin. Shake hands with the firefighter. Yeah. All right. Now come here, one more thing I want to show you. Feel this coat. Feel how thick and heavy that stuff is? Yeah. Well, guess what? Even a firefighter, if it's hot enough in a fire, even these clothes can catch on fire. And you know what that means about you? That means the clothes that you wear could catch on fire too. And do you know what you're supposed to do? If you're...
Drop and roll.
Oh man, that's fantastic. That's exactly right. You want to show me what that looks like? Can you stop, drop, and roll right now?
Yeah.
Ready? Do it. Stop, drop, roll around.
If your clothes are on fire, there's no question about what you must do. Just stop, drop, and roll. Everybody, let's stand up and try it. Stop, drop, roll, roll, roll.
Ready? Do it. Stop, drop, roll around.
Stop, drop, and roll, roll, roll.
Let's see what we have in here. Okay, these are fire extinguishers, okay? Inside these, we carry water or in some cases different chemicals. And what that does is that helps put out smaller fires. Sometimes you'll see these at schools, at movie theaters, and you should probably have one of these in your house. Maybe not so big, but they help put out small fires. Okay? Now let's have a look at the back of the fire engine. Go ahead, jump up there. Okay, up here in the back of the fire engine, up on top, we carry lots and lots of different hose. Great big hose for taking water from the fire hydrant to the fire engine, and big hose for spraying water. And we also have back here some more compartments. Let's have a look and see what's in here. We have all kinds of special tools. Some of the same tools that maybe your mom and dad have at their house. This is a tool called a sawzall, and it's good for cutting up cars in a car wreck. Sometimes things get smashed up and it's hard for the people to get out. And we use this to help cut up the car so that we can get folks out. And that's a tool maybe you even have at your house. And some people at their homes carry these, or have these. These are chainsaws. We use that to help cut holes in a roof. Because one of the big problems at a fire is when the house gets filled with smoke. And how do you get that smoke out? Sometimes we break windows, and sometimes we cut holes in the roof of the house so that the smoke will go out. That way then we can see and get in and find people if they're trapped inside. Okay? Let's go around and look at some more compartments. Let's look in this one. This one has some special kits and special equipment. Remember how I told you that fire departments don't just put out fires, but we're also there to help take care of people when they're sick? Well, this is like a great big first aid kit. So it's got all kinds of things in it to help us take care of people when they're hurt or they're injured. Let's take a look. Let's look at all the stuff that's in here. Look at this. You ever seen anything like this? Yeah. What do you do with that, you know?
You put it right in.
That's right. You put these in your ears, and you do that, and you can listen to somebody breathe, or you can listen to their heart, just like doctors do. Okay? And let's see what else we've got. You know what those are. Scissors is right. And then we've got lots of other things. We've got special things like medicines in case people, if their heart's not working so good, or if they're having a hard time breathing, those kinds of things. We can help them. If somebody gets a bad cut or breaks their arm or something like that, we've got things in here that can help them too. And then of course we take them to the hospital. But when we first get there, a lot of times they need help, and that's what this kit does, and that's what the firefighters do, is they help them initially, you know, get better, and then send them to the hospital. Okay, white guy, we've gone all the way around the fire engine, and now we're here at this door. This is where the officer sits. He's the boss of the crew, okay? You want to climb up there? Go ahead. Now the officer's job is to make sure that they go the right direction and they get to the fire or the emergency. The officer talks on the radio, which is right here, tells people what he sees. If he comes upon a fire, he tells them what the fire's like, and then tells his crew what he wants them to do, how he wants them to best put out the fire.
What's the difference of the fire truck and the fire engine?
It's a good question. Well, the fire engine carries water and hose, and it's the job of those firefighters to put water on the fire and put the fire out. But the ladder truck carries ladders and special tools, and their job, the firefighters on that piece of apparatus, their job is to do things like cut holes in the roof to let the smoke out. Sometimes doors are locked, and those firefighters have to open up those doors so that the firefighters can get in to put out the fire. And those firefighters on the truck, they also rescue, which means that they go inside and look around to see if there's any people that are trapped inside. The ladder truck, most important difference is that up on top, see that great big ladder? That extends out 105 feet in the air. And that's so the firefighters can get up on roofs and get to windows and things like that that are high in the air. And it can also, water can come from the tip of that ladder and spray water really high up in the air. Okay? Now a ladder truck carries that great big ladder, but it also carries a whole bunch of different ladders. And then it carries a lot of tools. Let's go look at a couple of the tools. One of the things that's really fun about being a firefighter is you get to use a bunch of really cool tools. Like this axe, okay? We use these to open up doors, to cut holes in roofs, to break windows and things like that, so that we can get into houses and help put out fires. It's a really old tool. It's one of the oldest tools human beings ever made. Just like this tool. And you see this one on a lot of trucks. This is a hook or a pike pole. We use that to break windows that are high up in the air, or if there's a fire above us in a ceiling or an attic, we can use this to pull down the ceiling so that we can spray water, to make a hole so we can spray water up there. And this is a very, very old tool, one of the oldest tools ever made.
Has there always been fire trucks?
Well, there have been fire trucks for a real long time now, for like 200 years. But long time ago, they used to have to put out fires with just buckets full of water. And then they made these special carts called hose carts that had the hose wrapped around them. And the firefighters used to have to carry and push those to the fire. And then they added horses, and the horses pulled the fire engines down the street. Finally, they put motors on them. And this old fire engine here has got an engine and a pump and a lot of the same tools as the fire engines we just looked at.
What's this?
That's a light. And this is the siren. And that's a bell. You want to turn the siren? Go ahead. Go ahead and ring the bell. Okay, now we're upstairs, and this is the part of the firehouse where the firefighters live, okay? Downstairs is where we keep our fire engine and our fire truck. Upstairs is where we eat and sleep and do office work and things like that.
Why do you have 3 refrigerators?
Everybody always asks that. The reason is because we have 3 different groups of firefighters that work here. Firefighters get here at 7 o'clock in the morning, and we stay all day. We stay through lunch and dinner and all night long. We go on calls whenever there's a call, and we don't leave until the next morning. And then another crew comes on. So each one of those crews has its own refrigerator, so we don't mix up our food and things like that.
Is it hard work to be a firefighter?
Yeah, it is. You have to carry all that heavy hose, you have to carry that tank on your back and all of your equipment and all those tools, and you have to climb ladders. You have to be able to pull people out of buildings. It's a lot of hard work, a lot of lifting, a lot of sweating, a lot of hard, dirty work. And that's why we have rooms just like this one at our firehouses. This is just an exercise room with lots of equipment to keep us in good shape, keep us strong and healthy. It's really important as a firefighter to stay healthy, just like it is for kids like you, to get good exercise and eat well and stay healthy. That way you can grow up and be a firefighter someday.
Do you sleep at the fire station?
Yeah, we do. Because we get here at 7 o'clock in the morning and we stay for 24 hours. That's all day and all night. In the nighttime, we come to our bunk room and we have beds and we can sleep at night.
What if there's a fire?
Well, if we're asleep and there's a fire, the bell goes off and the lights come on and wake us up. And then we jump into our gear and we head downstairs to the fire engine. We slide down a pole. Want to see the pole?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go see the pole. At night or during the day, if there's an alarm, the firefighters come here to this pole, jump on it, and head down. And that way we get down the stairs fast. The faster we get to your house, if your house is on fire, the better off. So that's why everything we do, we try to do quickly. Yeah? I tell you what, you want me to go down the pole? Yeah. Okay. I'll do that, and then I'll meet you downstairs, okay? Sound good? Yeah. Great. You stay here. I'll see you downstairs. Okay? See ya.
Thanks for a great tour.
Well, you're welcome. Thanks for coming by, White Guy. And remember, if you're ever in trouble or you need any help at all, you can always come to a firehouse. We're here to help, all right? See you later.